Hare Krishna. So here Krishna is describing about the demons. So we saw the destination. Now we'll try to focus on a section which talks about the activities of the demons. So let's discuss this from Śloka number 17. Atma sambhavitaha stabdha dhanamana madanvitaha yajante nama yagyaiste dambhena vidhipurvakam. So here Krishna is describing the activities of a demoniac person. Atma sambhavitaha, self-complacent, and stabdha, impudent. Dhana mana madanvitaha, so they are deluded by what? Dhana and mana, that is wealth and honor or prestige. Yajante nama yagyaiste dambhena vidhipurvakam, so they sometimes perform yajante nama yagyaiste dambhena, proudly they perform what? They perform some yajna, some sacrifice, which is just for the namesake. And it is said, how is that performed? Avidhi purvakam, without following any rules or regulations. So firstly, they are self-complacent. What they do is perfect according to them. Second is they are impudent in their behavior. And third, that is given, is they're deluded. They're completely absorbed because of whatever wealth they have and whatever false prestige they have in the society. And sometimes they do yajna just for namesake. That is also a status of prestige for them. But that is also avidhi purvakam, that is without following any rules and regulations. So here Prabhupada is saying in the purport, thinking themselves all in all, not caring for any authority or scripture, the demoniacs sometimes perform so-called religious or sacrificial rites. See, one thing is very clear. As soon as we do anything in spirituality, in devotional service, or in general, in the boundaries of Vedic culture or Vedic scriptures, one very important thing is any activity should be done under the guidance of Guru, Sadhu and Shastra. So this is a triangle, Guru, Sadhu and Shastra. So all of these three eminent personalities, Guru, the spiritual master, Sadhu, the other devotees, and the Shastra, that is the Vedic scriptures, they will always be in line. They will not differ from each other. So when we are doing any activities in the realm or in the boundaries of Vedic culture or Vedic scriptures, we have to make sure, if we call it as a Vedic ritual, then it has to be under Guru, Sadhu and Shastra. If it is not under the guidance of these three, then for sure that is avidhi purvakam. It is basically not following any rules and regulations. So what these demonic people do, whatever comes to their mind, mental concoction, whatever they feel is correct, they will do that particular thing. Since they do not believe in authority, they are very impudent. This is due to illusion caused by accumulating some wealth and false prestige. So this is something which is very common. As soon as the wealth increases with a person, and other people who are there around, just to extract something from this person, they will just glorify the person and give some prestige, which is a false prestige. And just because of that wealth and false prestige, the person becomes very proud and his behavior is very impudent. Here we can understand how less intelligent the person might be. Both the wealth and the false prestige, both are temporary, both are flickering. There are many people who have become paupers in just one night, but still thinking that, oh, this is permanent, both of it is permanent, the person leads a life of pride and impudence. Sometimes such demons take up the role of preacher, mislead the people, and become known as religious reformers or as incarnations of God. They make a show of performing sacrifices, or they worship the demigods, or manufacture their own god. So here it is said that These personalities who are there, they will become religious preacher. They will proclaim themselves, portray themselves, oh, I'm a big preacher. But what will they preach? They are not following Shastra. They are not under the guidance of any authority. So what will they preach? They will preach according to their mental concoction. They will term anyone and everyone as God. And the worst part is they themselves will proclaim or portray themselves as God. So I am God, come and worship me. This needs a lot of audacious mood, audacious attitude. Calling oneself as God, this only demons can do. Because God is always God. And a person who tries to act as God is nothing but DOG, not GOD for sure. So here it is given that common men advertise them as God and worship them. And by the foolish, they are considered advanced in the principles of religion or in the principles of spiritual knowledge. They take the dress of the renounced order of life and engage in all nonsense in that dress. See, for common men, one very, very important thing is, it's very easy to fool the common man. Why? They don't have any knowledge from scriptures. Never read Bhagavad Gita. Does not know what is the qualification of a spiritual master. Qualification of a sadhu. They don't know anything. So little bit of miracle here and there. Little bit of magic here and there. Coincidentally something happens. And they're like, oh, because of him it happened. He is God. And then one person will go and tell the other person. And other person will go and tell someone else. And like that, a huge crowd develops. Saying that person is God. And the person is called as God, even that person is so foolish. He's like, okay, all of them are calling God, so they'll feel bad if I don't accept the title, so let me accept. So all of them, if they come and give him the title of a dog, then he'll feel the same. Or they'll feel bad, so let me accept the title of dog. No. Every time such people, for their selfish motives, they're ready to do anything. Anything. Fool the common people like anything. And common people, they are so very foolish again, not having any knowledge from scripture, so much of an ignorance. They accept a human being as God. This is something which is full of ignorance. And because of this, today we have got so many dongis, so many fake sadhus or fake godmen. And the worst part is, they'll do all this nonsense, calling themselves as God and accumulating money and this and that in the attire of a sadhu in the saffron clothes. There's no respect that is given to the saffron robes. And according to them, as it is given here, actually there are so many restrictions for one who has renounced this world. The demons, however, do not care for such restriction. They think that whatever path one can create is one's own path. There is no such thing as standard path as one has to follow. So wearing saffron robes, wearing the attire of a sadhu, these people break the four regulative principles. They will eat meat, they will have alcohol, they will have connection, illicit connection with opposite gender, and get into gambling because a lot of money is coming. So what to do with that? Gamble. And they feel there is nothing called a standard path. I am an enlightened soul, I can do whatever I want. And when they give this philosophy also to people, saying that there is no restriction, there is no rules and regulation, just follow your mind, and people are also so happy. People feel, oh, that's such a nice proposal. Yes, no rules or regulation. People want to follow that. Always we should remember that good things will come only and only and only when we follow something which has some austerity and penance. If something is coming for free, we should be very careful. It will always have some flaw. Especially like this, when someone is saying no rules and regulation, you will attain enlightenment. This is very clear. We will get fooled. We will finally fall into a ditch. The word avidhi purvakam, meaning a disregard for the rules and regulations, is especially stressed here. These things are always due to ignorance and illusion. So because these people are in ignorance, they are illusioned, they don't want to follow any rules and regulations from the scriptures. As devotees, we have to be very, very clear. We should lead our life based on the words of Guru, Sadhu and Shastra. And we should know what is the qualification of a Guru, qualification of a Sadhu from the Shastra. If we are not reading ourselves, if we are not thorough with our sadhana, then for sure we will also get fooled very easily. So every single day, or at least regularly, reading Bhagavad Gita, understanding the principles, applying the principles in day-to-day life, and also the most important thing, that is chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. If we can do this, we will be safe. Or else we will fall prey. Fall prey to what? Fall prey to such fake sadhus, fake godmen, or to be more precise, demons. So let's see the different activities of demons in the next shloka. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna